Hello traders, this is the RSI Reloaded Part 3. If you have not watched the RSI Reloaded Part 1 and 2, you may do so before watching this. For those of you who are new to us, we are the TSTW S008 traders, and our website is www.stochastic-macd.com. For all trade, we'll use the 5% money management rules and apply stop loss in all trade. RSI Reloaded Part 3. Let's get started. Reloaded Part 3. If you have not watched RSI Reloaded Part 1 and Part 2, you may do so before watching this video. Very important, okay? We are on a daily chart of the US dollar, Singapore dollar currency pair. And this time we are focusing on the level of 60. 60, okay? That's the turquoise horizontal line here where I'm moving my cursor. And also the level of 40. All right? That's the pink line here. That's the level of 40. You will notice, probably you have read about it on the internet. The traders will tell you that when the RSI is when the market is bearish, the RSI will be stuck below the level of 60 and oversold zone. So trader will tell you that when the RSI is stuck below the level of 60 and stay below that level up to the level of 0, okay, that's a bearish market. And when the RSI is stuck above the level of 40, which means the RSI is oscillating between 40 and 100, 40 and 70, 40 and 80, which means the lowest point for the RSI is 40, and the RSI is increasing above 60, 70, 80 is bullish. All right? That's what you will hear some traders telling you. So that's why I'm telling you now, also so you may know it, but do not take it, okay? That is something that is always true. All I will say to you, draw your trend line, draw your channels. If it is in a bearish channel, you will know that it's bearish. If it is in a rising channel, you will know that it is bullish. If it's stuck between a two level oscillating, you know that this is a consolidation market. The price is the #1 indicator, and this is what we are trying to communicate to traders. Now, let's start drawing some line on this chart to see whether the RSI has done a good job or not, okay? So this point and this point to draw our bullish line here, okay? During that time, what the RSI has done, it moved from here, the level of 40, all the way to above 70, return back below the 40, all right? And then again, went above up to the 70 zone, return back again to 40, and then went now to 60, and now it's stuck below 60. It couldn't go above it anymore. After the RSI moved to 40, if it's bullish, it will return back above 60, all right, in normal condition. See here, above 60. Go, you see here, this time it couldn't go above 60 anymore. Trader will tell you that now it's becoming bearish because from 60, it went down to the oversold zone and couldn't go above 60 anymore. It's stuck below 60. Trader will tell you it's bearish. How do we know it's bearish? Channels, full stop, nothing else, okay? So we, as a conservative traders, we want to know whether it's truly bearish. We draw channels, full stop. We are not interested in a theory. We are more interested in a practical, okay? The theory is important though, but we prefer, okay, the practical trading. So you see a high, lower high is getting bearish. It's getting very bearish. Okay, the price failing to display new high is bearish, getting bearish. All right, so if I draw a line roughly parallel to the top one here, I will have something like this. Okay, so you see a high, lower high. It's not going anywhere. You see, and finally we see the simple moving 50 also bending. Okay, it's getting bearish. Okay. And during that time, the RSI you see here, stuck is here, near 60, went above to 60, and then down to this level. Again here, okay, The price was consolidating. In fact, in this session, a small consolidation was taking place here. Okay, let's highlight this zone, and the RSI was okay moving between 40 and 60, and finally it crashed below the consolidation session and went back down. Okay, you see now here. All right, so the theory stated that when the RSI is stuck below 60 is bearish. When the RSI is stuck above 40 going up to 80 and 70 is bullish. But there is a better way to know whether the price bullish or bearish is the rising channel or the bearish channel. Okay, so here on this daily chart, using a common sense trend line like this, we can see for ourselves, we are not blind, all right? We can see for ourselves that is in a rising channel. So the RSI was oversold here, you see. Then it come above 50, so we see that it's a rising channel. So in this scenario, we don't want to give priority to sell signal, we give priority to bullish signal on the edge, lower band. On the edge, on the lower band. That's how you trade. All right. Here we can see that it came out of the bearish channel. So once we see the price coming out of a bearish channel, we are careful. We are no more very, very bullish. Okay. So now we have a bearish channel. This is the setup. When you see a setup like this, be curious. You understand what I said? Be curious means that check the higher time frames. Sometimes you may see a channel like this rising on the daily chart, but on the weekly chart, the channel is bearish. There is a bigger channel that's bearish. So probably that's why this movement up here has stalled. On the weekly chart, you see the setup, be curious. Okay? So on a weekly chart, you see the top here, top here, you see. Though the price was going up, there was a bearish trend line on the weekly chart, this one. Okay, let's color it so you can see it. Okay, and also zoom into it because probably I have annoyed some traders already by keeping everything to myself. I will use the turquoise. Okay, let's zoom into it so we can see in a bigger picture. It's better like this. Sorry about that. So we can see on the weekly chart we have a bearish channel, a bearish trend line here. On the daily chart, the price was going up during that time. We will know that okay, still, though the price is going up like this, on the weekly chart we have a bearish trend line here. So as it's approaching this level, we will take profit. Okay. Now that if you receive a sell signal here, we will sell on the edge. A high, a lower high, on the edge. If you receive a sell signal here, you will sell. You see? So, because on a daily chart, that's why multiple time frame trading method is the best way forward. On a daily chart during that time, we see this bullish progression. There was a bearish trend line waiting for us here. Price going up, price looking for a better resistance level. Do not forget that. Price going down, price looking for a better support level. All right? So all these things that I've said about the 60 and the 40, use channels, use trend lines, use multiple time frame to make excellent trading decisions. I know some traders, they will always buy whenever the RSI reaches above 50. I mean, that's gambling, okay? That's gambling. And they will sell every time the RSI crosses below 50. That's gambling. Why don't you keep your eyes on the price itself? Draw channels here, so you will say above 50. Here you say it went from below above 50 here. So you're going to buy here. You say in fact resistance here, there's some resistance here. So you prefer, if you want to buy after a reach 50, let the price cross above the resistance level to retest it and to turn around before you buy. Don't just buy because the indicator has crossed above 50. In fact, the price was still below the simple moving at 50, talking about the stable data that is governing the RSI indicator. Though the RSI crosses above the 50 level, the price was stuck below a bearish thing. All right, you see now. You see now. So when the price is going up, you display higher, low, higher, high. If it's going down, you display lower, low, lower, high. Full stop. Now, anytime we want to buy in a rising channel or in a horizontal channel. We don't want to give priority to buy signal in a channel like this unless we have reached a support level. But we know that we're in a bearish channel. We prefer it to come out of the bearish channel, to retest it, and then to go. All right? You see now? So you may ask me, George, what is happening now on this daily chart? The price approaching, the RSI is approaching the 40 level here. The price in a bearish channel. But as I explained to traders in one of the videos about trading like a pro, this currency pair, the US dollar, Singapore dollar currency pair, the psychological price level is at a 12200. Priority to bullish signal above the 12200 and bearish signal below the 12200. This is something else. Okay? All right? We are learning to trade. All right? We are learning to trade, to become a better traders. Okay? That's what we are doing here. Okay? All right? So, on this chart, we can see that the price did change direction here. This is a hot spot trading zone. Okay, let's play with it a bit. All right, maybe it's useful for you. Okay, this is the line. This is my warning line. You see now? So 12200, above it, I want to take higher lows on the edge. Okay, this is the setup on the daily chart. I'll go and watch. Okay, the signal, receive signal. Look for entry time frame. All right, so I'm going to call out my warning line now into yellow. Yellow is not very clear on this chart. I ran out of choices now. Put it red instead. That's the red line here. There was a hot spot trading zone here. The price came, you see, it did below the hot spot trading level, this level here, and now we're above it. As long as it remains above 12200, I'll give priority to bullish signal. Language of the price. The low before the last low is this one. It's a psychological price level. If I return back above it, trader want to buy, but we are in a bearish channel on the daily chart. In normal condition, traders will prefer. Okay, I move my line now. I'm putting for that. Okay, to break above it. Okay, nicely. And to come back again, retesting. This is a market principle. Price like always to retest and to go. Sometimes it may not retest it for various reasons. If the market is very bullish or some fundamental, we will check the economy news at the Forex Factory and use the trading triangle instead of going and place a trade to buy and lose. We don't want to lose. We want to win. So the market first, the sector before the individual financial instrument, the heart of the trading triangle, the leaders, the news, and the fundamental. Using the technical analysis alone without the trading triangle is not the right way forward, but combining them is the best way forward. All right, so we see now that when we draw the channels, we will make excellent decision instead of relying on levels, 60 level, 40 level, but we want to pay attention to the price itself, the number one indicator. I invite you now to the next video when we'll discuss another important aspect of the RSI indicators. We are the TSTWSYS008 traders. Thank you for watching, and we will speak to you very soon.